Hi everybody, Aaron, African Meat. Today we'll do a shield. Wait, coming. Shield. It's a take on a Viking shield. I use a few techniques on it. But first, before I go into this one, I want to say thank you for a few people that gave me this idea. That didn't know they gave me this idea. But first of all, there is a web page, a Facebook page, Black Forest Forge. You must have a look at it. It's amazing work. It's a Polish guy that's doing an amazing work on painting on shields, old Viking shields. And he gave me the idea to run with this project. And then, not directly, but Nick Agar on my last, he actually changed a lot of my way of working on my last symposium. He actually put in my head to get out of my comfort zone and to look for other things to do than just pens and bottle stoppers and bowls, just bowls. And I took it like the copper here, it's painted copper. The copper around here, it's resin and copper. There is a few techniques that I use. It's maybe a long video, but there is a lot of techniques that I used to do the shield. Everything here, it's engraved. It's not painted. I don't say that I invented those techniques, but I never saw them anywhere else. So if anybody done those techniques before, my humble apologies. I didn't see it and I didn't copy it. So let's go ahead and start doing the shield from zero. Remember, safety first, mask, aspirator, a shield. Due to the size of the shield, I had to turn the headstock aside, and I had to do most of my work, all my work actually, I had to do in reverse. Lucky enough, I've got reverse on the slide. That will be the front of the shield. I'm not going to bother you with a real speed on how to chew wood. So I increase the speed. Um I'm turning a very deep groove almost to the end of the shield. Um, and inside this groove, I'll pour resin that it's mixed with copper um, to create the end of the shield, to create like a copper resistant or copper safety for the shield. And here I'm making some grooves in the wood, so the resin will sit inside. So it will not look perfect round It will look like being stretched, like the metal was stretched over the wood. It's just an effect that I'm trying to get out of it. For the end of the shield, I'm using smooth on cast 325 mixed third resin, third activator, and third copper. But here, what I'm doing is I'm putting few, you will see I'm splitting in few drops of water into the resin. I discovered that by mistake. I made a mistake one day when I done some resin and some water fell in and it bubbled in. And here I wanted to get this effect of the bubbling of the copper, so it will be like, it will get a texture like holes inside, like patina and like old. So I put few drops of water into the resin, and as it gets hot, you will see it's immediately, it starts to bubble. It pushes himself inside the groove and also goes up. So it also saves a little bit of resin. You could see here how it bubbled and it pushed himself up. What I'll do is before it gets dry, I'll cut the excess. I'll cut it with a knife, and you will see just now the small holes over there that I wanted to get the effect of. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the piece of the wood that was in between the resin and that hold the resin inside, so from both sides. So what I'll get in the end, I'll get only like a ring of resin that looks like copper on the outside of the shield. The idea was that if I will put a wood sealer on top of the wood and then I'll engrave it, the wood will not, when I'll put black over it, it will be easier to remove the black, and it will stay only in the engrave. Otherwise, those open pores will get full of color in. So I decided to put some wood sealer on, and I put three coats of wood sealer, and I hope that will work. That's the other side of the shield. I'm going to make a hole in the middle because that's how they look like, and I'm going to make it very plain, a little bit of texturing, and that's all. Uh, the main thing will be the front of the shield. I'm using a piece of formica just to get a little bit of to burn the wood, the lines in the wood, and it's easier to do it with formica because formica, for some reason or another, burns the wood very quickly. First, I'm going to write everything, and I'm going to draw it on the wood. On the outside rim, it says in Renin, the old Viking language. It says, "I stand guard at the gate of Valhalla." And on the other side, it says, I'm the one." And on the side, it says, "Dead before dishonor," and "I am in peace." And one of my Facebook friends called my attention that I misspelled two words over there, and I want to thank him for that. I couldn't change it anymore because it was engraved already, but it shows that even in Renin, I'm a dyslexic and I don't know how to spell. In between the engraving, I'm punching few shapes. I'm using a leather puncher, few shapes like the star and the moon and stuff like that. And I'm using leather punches to do the job. Using magnifying glasses to do the final small details to finish the job. Zero is a South African company. It's a small company. It's a family-run company that manufactures a liquid with carbon inside to recondition old stoves, um, metal stoves, cast iron stove. And I'm using this thing uh, to put inside the wood because when you finish with that, it gives you like a metallic feeling, a metallic uh, arc. So let's see how it works on this one. From hardwood, I'm doing a front knob of the shield. I'm going to paint it with copper, and I'm going to make four like nails out of copper also. Um, I'm just making marks like it's been bitten in to the wood, um, and I'm making also nails like it's holding it into the shield. I painted it with resin and copper, and now I'm polishing it down so the copper comes out and it shines, and inside the indentation, that it's like the old copper stays inside. It came out quite nice. I had to put it on the lathe to finish the back of the shield, and I didn't want it to get damaged, so I put a piece of silicone in between the wood and the chuck. Making from leather, I'm making a handle to hold the shield in the back, and I'm going to hold it together into the shield with four of the wooden nails that I made to look like copper. Those are the look like nails made out of brass, out of wood and painted with brass to give the shield look like it's been held by brass nails. The finish is semi-gloss, clear, spray on. I'll do 2 or 3 quotes on it, and we'll see if it's need more. Those are the wooden nails that looks like made out of copper. You can see it here, and it's been held in with super glue, uh, the trusty super glue. Hope you enjoyed watching my project as I enjoyed making it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching, and have a magical day. Thanks.